join us from Reser Stadium in Corvallis, Oregon. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Washington State Cougars and the Oregon State Beavers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, even though they will have a home field advantage, Coach told me before the game, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. He'll bring it back looking for help. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Beavers offense will have the football first. And you'll remember the last time these two clashed, it wound up being a tight one right to the finish.
And you know it's always going to be emotional, David. There's so much trash talking in rivalry games like this. These two teams, these two fan bases absolutely hate each other, and they let each other know about it all game long, even before the game.
And that's what makes it so much fun to cover. Who can manage their emotion, not get those dumb penalties, like be really locked in, dialed in, not let all the outside noise affect their play.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. To throw, it's Dortch. Under pressure. Unloads in the nick of time.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Second down to the air. Rush right in his face. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Beavers line up to punt it away. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Cougars, the offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy?
Makes the grab in their space. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation.
And the full dive and the grab down the left.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They just keep firing. They're all over him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Selling the fake. This one's complete. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. You just saw one there on the crossing.
Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Cougars line it up with a 1st and goal. Fresh set of downs going up top. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Washington State. A great catch and run for 6. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking for the edge. Now the pitch. You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Dortch. Out wide right, it's Harris. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. He'll try the left side. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Plowing ahead on 4th down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. And the Beavers have this offense rolling. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Throws to the tight end. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quickly to the tight end. Still running at the 40. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. So after the break, they'll go back to work. We've come to the end of the period, and Washington State is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. The Beavers will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Look out! And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Looking downfield, it's Dortch. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's knocked down, short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Just not enough leg on that kick. He wasn't able to clear the crossbar.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Wants to throw one first. Between the hashes, it's Flowers. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. That's what tight ends are supposed to do. Just have people bouncing off them like spitballs off a battleship.
And when you're a defense, you got to understand we got to swarm to the football because these big dudes, they break tackles and they can get loose if we're not tackling with multiple guys. Nice effort by the big fella.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come-to-Jesus with it.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. The give on 4th. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
How nice is it to have a running back with this guy's skill set, right? That's not a guaranteed give-me 4th down conversion either, but still, they trust in him to find the crease and keep this drive alive.
Right back to the well. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive.
Makes the grab and room to run. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Washington State lines up quickly.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Miles. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Tells the run, wants to pass. That's reeled in, it's Holt. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. The play fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. Fires to the big fella. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, we're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Finds his tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Second and long here. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Oh, pressure's coming. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Hits inside. It's Miles. Makes the play in the backfield again, and the defense can use a timeout and get the ball back here. Timeout is called, and that will be the second charge to Oregon State. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looks it in. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll send down the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. This is now a 7-point game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with Baylor taking on the number 12 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. What do they have to to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Hey, guys, the Cougars head coach told me coming out of the locker room, a lot of positives to take away. They have a lead and performed well in their Pac-12 conference opener in the first half. But that's not good enough. He said, we can be even better, and I want our players to have that same level intensity to start the third quarter.
Holly, thank you. Play action on first down. With the catch, it's Miles. The Cougars in a good spot here with second and short. He's looking to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. Runs through a tackle. Breaks free and he might be gone. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Miles. Stopped right there.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps. Great.
It's a seam wide open. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. He'll set up to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Cougar! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in this situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. Holds on, it's Garrison. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to...
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Cougars. A pick 6. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Rush is on. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Still second down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. From the gun, he'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He lets one fly deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Needs it here on 4th down. Under pressure. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Cougars sideline, the quarterback has done a terrific job here today, guys. Over 150 yards passing, but they have yet to answer on the ground. They want to keep this defense guessing, not get predictable in their play calls. That means they've got to get better on the line of scrimmage and get that run game alive here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. RPO complete. Touchdown, Cougars! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
They'll move the tight end. From the gun, running back gets to give. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. The Beavers want to crank the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Pull to the ground.
That's a really good job by this defense because 2nd and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
He has 89 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Back to pass, it's Dortch. Escapes the pressure going right. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And, man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Quick give. We'll have a stoppage here as there is a Beaver down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Fires to the middle. In traffic, it's Hope. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Now from inside the red zone. Moving out to the right. Finds his man. Touchdown, Oregon State. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. And the extra point gets him a little closer at 31-10. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, Dave.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The run inside. It's Miles. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. Washington State will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He gets a block. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
3rd and long right here. Dropping back, it's Dortch. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So the intentional grounding call will be a loss of down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Got to make the play on 4th. Going long. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Great place to start for this offense. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. The quick game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone.